This is another episode of Age of Empires Theater, and this is about my 5th attempt to record a Northern Isles game. Somehow, all of the previous times I have tried to record, as Red kills pigs through decay, but that doesn't matter. Why would that matter? And Blue is going who knows where to build, who knows what. Every time I would try every time I would try and record a Northern Isles game, it would register not Capture Age, but Age of Empires itself. So I would end up looking at this one screen the entire game, just maybe at their starting town center, or over here, or even in the water once. And I didn't know why it was happening, so I really hope it doesn't happen to this one. Obviously, you're not gonna see this if it does, but we'll see. Anyways, now that I have that little bit of information aside, it's time to introduce the players. We have Azel 010682 playing as the Franks in the red. Red could have a hard time. Just right off the bat here, Franks are not a water civilization. Vikings are. Already, Blue has quite the big lead here, just in terms of civilization. Blue's building a mill. Crazy. As you can see, we are at a very low elo. This was one of the only games that I could find on Northern Isles at this time. I could find a lot more earlier in the day, but now I just can't. So that's too bad. But I always enjoy a sub 400 elo game. Let's just hope there isn't too much camping from either player. Of course, what more can you expect at 300 elo? Well, 400. Anyways, then in the blue we have Diabolic Kimames. I think I'm just gonna call him Diabolic, or Blue. So, Blue actually has a really odd wood line here. Probably two pushed together. But there's this little hole blocked off on both sides by one layer of tree. So that could be good to get a lumber camp in, maybe. But, of course, Blue's chopping straggler trees, red is too, but also has one villager on wood. Lumber camps this early are crazy for this elo. Both have nearly 2 minutes of idle time. Blue, you have enough. Queue up some more villagers. Come on. Okay. Blue just doesn't want to. Blue decides, I don't need any more villagers, because I am Diabolic, star. So, yeah.
Hey.
Still chopping straggler trees. Same over here. Straggler trees are ugly, you gotta get them out of the way, Now Blue has nearly twice as much idle town center time. Just begins creating another villager. I keep thinking the transport ships are docks. It's really disappointing every time I look over. They haven't even moved their transport ships. They've just decided water is too much for me to focus on. I've got to focus on economy right now. Same with their scouts. Just tasked them over to one part of the base and then left them alone. Like, explore it over here and then just set the scout over to there. And then red, same situation. As you can see, actually did explore the entire island before stopping, so doing better than blue. But these transport ships can provide crucial scouting. You can also scout with these, surprisingly. What are these guys doing? They're saving this guy. Okay, well, I wish it wouldn't hover like that. Oh! Oh, blue went for a dock. That's crazy. It's not going to do much if he doesn't produce out of it, but could see some units coming out of it eventually. Or maybe it's just a distraction on the shoreline for when blue needs it. Come on, blue, you've got to set those gather points. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, I see.
Oi! Que foi?
These guys had a long day at work, they just kind of want to take a break.
Hey!
Their boss asked them if they wanted to work, and they kind of just said, no thanks, but then, you know, the king came along. Whoever the king is in this scenario. Maybe this guy, because he's still not working, who knows. The king came along and told them all to get to work. Okay, the king is not this guy. Who knows? Fishing ships coming out of the barracks. Coming out of the barracks, yes! Look at the lovely barracks. Okay. Fishing ships coming out of the dock. It's going on stone. Are you going to try and castle drop? On a water map. I saw it in one of the previous games I casted. It's very effective, but at 400 elo on a water map, can this one villager provide his entire town with enough stone to castle drop the enemy? Find out next time on the Feudal Saga. Coming to theaters near you. Okay.
Hey!
This guy, obviously, very unpopular among these guys.
Oi!
It's just a bit weird, you know.
Hey!
So they left him to his own deer. Blue's actually making fishing ships. Only 4, but it's more than red has. It's all about numbers. I feel like this game is full of villagers just contemplating their lives. Like, look, what is she staring off at? The houses? Maybe that's the rich side of town and she just wishes she lived there. But she has just this little hut, because she was, even though she just came out of the town center, she was one of the first villagers in the town, so all she has is the hut. Okay. Red is guarding the relic on the island that he owns. You never know when it may need to be guarded. And archery ranges. Okay. Oh, we might actually... Well, Fast Castle is relative in this situation. Because most people just anywhere above 1000 would already be up to Castle Age if they were going Fast Castle, but it's Fast Castle for this elo. If blue clicks up. Okay, alright. So blue will definitely get up before red. Quite a while, because red isn't selling off that food. Now just don't start training archers yet. Wait until after you've queued up Castle Age to do that. Otherwise, you're going to be even further behind. Oh, and red starts making fishing chips. A lot later than blue, but if red continues to make them... I've seen a game where even with a worse eco, they just kept producing fishing chips and managed to win. I really wish I had been able to bring some of those games to YouTube. And I still have the replays, I could do them, but I got sick of the games because I casted each one once or twice. At least, and they were all at least an hour long, so I'm gonna take a break with those ones for at least a little while. Might bring a certain one to an Age of Empires theater video at some point. Red still hasn't clicked up. I've been rambling for over like 2 minutes, and Red still hasn't clicked up. Red is now housed. And still hasn't queued up Castle Age. Red. Just cancel the villagers and go up. No sense of urgency, I guess. Oh, the opponent's in Castle Age? Well, I'm guarding this relic, so it's pretty much game over for them. Okay, I thought that was the second market. Blue is also going for quite a bit on stone. Oh! Sorry, I was misinformed. Red is not going for a lot on stone. Red is going for 2 on stone. And has finally clicked up to Castle Age. Neither transport ship has been moved. Actually, this one was moved, probably because the dock had to go there. But red's not touched at all so far. Very odd place for these villagers to be mining. Like, not there, not there, not even there. No, this little piece of gold inside this little crevice. It's not something you see often, and either padding is really bad, or Blue purposely tasked them into this one. Because I don't see how they could build this, and then not go to that one, and decide to go to that one. I'm done trying to understand villagers. I'm just done with them at some points. Score is evened out. I don't know whether it's because of scouting or because they've actually gotten a bit further into the game and are now smoothing out the early game differences. I see, red is still doing much better, but They were equal score because red was an age down. Blue taking control of the island. Every game I have seen on Northern Island so far, somebody has taken control of this middle island. Which makes sense, really. It has a large amount of the gold and stone. That bear was loud. I don't know if it was loud for you, but it nearly blasted my eardrums. Anyways, it's a smart move because this middle island holds nearly 50%. Well, not just 50%, like, after they mine it off of their islands, they need to go to this middle island if they want any more gold or stone. It holds all of the neutral gold and stone, and Blue sees that, and castles and puts a town center there. Blue has also managed to get a villager lead, but may not keep it for long, since red is still producing and blue is not. The question is, you have over 1,000 food. Okay, alright. Starts making villagers. So, like, you have over 1,000 food, though, and 3 town centers. You have enough to constantly produce villagers out of all 3, so why wouldn't you? Red is definitely the more eco-focused player.
Win.
Once again, villagers enjoying the view. Possibly the seagulls. Maybe wishing they were back on the homeland. The mainland. Even. Probably missing their kids, you know. They left their family behind back on that island. Now, Blue is creating some longships, longboats, same difference. Making some longboats out of this dock, and berserks out of this castle, so knows that the unique units are something you usually want to go for. Berserks could be kind of bad against Franks because they have really good knights, you know, and the throwing axemen, which could just attack the berserks from afar. But if you get a big enough push, red couldn't really stop you. I'm sure if you transport it over now and use that stone to build a castle, red would just resign. But blue doesn't know to do that because blue is also 400 elo, so. Oh, outposts. I see. Now, those do not get full vision of the entire island, so blue could still sneak back here. Could fit a considerable amount of buildings there. If you just put like one more outpost right there, it'd be so worth it. Maybe a house there. No way blue could sneak there without red seeing it. Yeah, just another outpost maybe there, like just along that little sliver, and a house there, and you see your entire island. Oof, sorry, I'm pretty tired, so just trying to make sure yawning noises don't get into the video. God, has this pauses though, so I don't know. Both are bad, according to people. I don't know. Pauses aren't all that bad if it's something designed for that. Whatever. This isn't on topic of the game. Red finally builds a castle here. I mean, sure, it protects the front of your base from blue attacks, so it's not that bad of a castle. No. Maybe if blue were scouting with the transport ship, blue would see this and could hop out with the longboats and completely deny that castle. But this transport ship has currently only moved from here to there to here. And that actually might have been its original starting place. I'm not really sure. Oh, red moves the transport ship. What? Red's gonna win the game. Red's true power was hidden behind moving that transport ship. Now Red knows he can just send knights across to Blue's island. And Blue puts a castle there, possibly because Blue could be worried about Red coming in from the side. Very smart play from people who are 300 elo. Not much villager production, but they know, oh hey, I've got to watch out for people coming in from the sides. Oh hey, maybe I should take the middle because there's a lot of resources. Of course, the mentality there could be more, oh look, there's resources, let me hoard them. But not much difference. Oh, pops out. Only out of one dock though. Nope, out of both docks now. Okay. And you could have used this attack a little earlier. And now red is up. Oh. Oh well. I don't think red's going to be able to reach that castle. And blue will be able to pick off any moving transports. And blue just stations his ships around, making sure nobody can get into this inner ring. Or maybe it's making sure nobody can get out. Oh boy. Red, you're in trouble. It's not really going to make much of an impact to you because it's only 5 fishing ships, but without a barracks you can't really fight back. I keep calling the docks barracks. Without a dock, you can't really fight back against the navy that blue has. Blue, can't you see this? Blue can't. Well, that's disappointing. Blue totally could have denied that. And loses just one longbow. Usually, you'd see people lose a lot more than that. I'm impressed with these two. They're doing a lot of good things for the elo they're at. Now it would be better if you moved your longboats back here. You were onto something about a minute ago, and then you stopped. Just reinforcing his guard. Blue's the gatekeeper of the rings. It's a very odd map. Like, it's sort of like an eye. I've never really seen it from far away. Anyways, I'm sure that's what everybody wanted to focus on just then. The fishing ships go down. but Blue, being the amazing Age of Empires player that he is, has 6 back here. Now Blue's got a trebuchet. Red isn't training any military units. Red, you have so much. Just put a few more villagers on gold and start making knights. Why? What? What did that accomplish? Red. Come on. Didn't even try to contest it? I guess Blue did have 2 trebuchets right there, so there wasn't really much Red could do. Oh, but now Red tries to go over and do something about it. Are you going to attack the trebuchets with your villagers? Is that what you're gonna do? No. Just build the castle right there. The trebuchets can knock that down. Oh, the longbows from over here. The longbows, which have chemistry and ballistics. What the heck? This isn't 300 elo, this is 1300. I've never seen 300 elo players get blacksmith upgrades that actually are relevant. I keep saying 300 elo, they are 400 elo, that could have an effect on it. Okay, Blue starts making cannon galleons. Oh. I was just about to say, I don't see Red winning this, and Red quit before I could even say the sentence I was going to say. So, that was episode 2. Not as interesting as it would have originally been. I had a really fun game for my first rendition of episode 2. I still have it available, so hold on, I'm trying to get to statistics, not the ELO thing. I still have it available to me, so I could watch over it again. I can always watch over any of the replays I did. So it won't be my first reaction, won't even be my second reaction. I'll know pretty much everything that happens in the game, but it's a really wholesome game that I want to show. So I feel like it needs to be brought to YouTube just to show. You don't have to be so angry at people for winning in this game. Very even game with economy. Not so much here, but Red actually managed to have the highest villager count overall. Blue had more fishing ships, no trade units, of course. Castles, yeah. Blue was just doing better. Surprisingly. Didn't seem like Blue was going to do too great at the start. Oh, random little tower back here. I don't know if Blue got attacked back here. If he did, I certainly wasn't paying attention. Anyways, that is the end of the second episode.